I have made myself a new
I
life.
have allowed myself a new life.
I promised myself a new life.
I've landed in
I
a new life.
believe in a new life.
I demand a new life.
I have claimed a new life.
I have been given a new life. I don't know how or what part of me survived, but somehow, somewhere, things have changed.
Refuge is a diamond.
It is solid and promises not to shatter.
It cannot do much good underground, but it can do a lot of harm if it gets into the wrong hands.
Who gets to decide what is worth keeping and what is not?
He saw that I would never be his, so he made sure that I was never my own. He moved into my body and called it his home.
Everything would be nicer if only you had given up. If only you had let yourself fall asleep, knowing you would wake up to love.
What cripples me the most is the weight of the shame I feel.
Avoid the void. Run from the numb. Dissociate. Escape from what? I don't know.
I've been kicking the shit out of myself from within the whole time.
If you can't tell us what happened,
How does that make you feel? I don't know.
The hatred is nothing but echoes of the labels that they branded me with.
do you have any of this recorded?
Why don't you know?
The hardest part? The voices of that of my kin.
Did you ever actually say?
I don't know.
The ones who were sworn to protect me, or at least they would have, if they could have. It just hurts, because they should have.
Everyone tried so hard to love the way you wouldn't let us hold you up. The way you loved the string that kept your heart in place since your ribs gave way to rot.
The walls you built were not of stone, but rules I learned never to break. The air was thin, the light was dim, a life shaped only for your sake. I don't know how I survived. A shadow of the self I knew. My laughter silenced, dreams erased. All freedom stripped save loving you.
Everyone tried so hard not to break you.
I didn't mean it like that.
No matter how much you wanted them to.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
He mastered the turntables,
I think you misunderstood.
scratched the records,
I think everyone feels a bit like that sometimes.
so I sounded unstable.
There's certain to say there's insufficient evidence.
A tune no one wanted to play.
I just don't like the word abuse, you know? What's really happening here?
What if I knew to say the words coercive control back then? He stays with me, in part,
I'm sorry if only you could have said.
scattered into my cells and sinews.
The man wants love.
But somewhere deep a whisper grew.
I'm sorry. I never knew you thought that.
The man seeks joy.
Everything would be nicer
A voice you failed to quell or tame.
if only you had given up.
It looks within.
It called me out beyond the dark.
Thinking you deserved.
It spoke my worth, it said my name.
And finds a lonely boy.
To love.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing more I can do.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing more I can do.
I'm sorry.
I'm
There's
sorry,
nothing more I can do.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing more I can
I'm
do.
sorry, but there's nothing more I can do.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do.
A diamond is a disguise for the imperfections at its core.
But in another set of hands, a diamond is a prison for the new life its core.
At any moment, in the right hands, with the right energy at the right angle, this solid, indestructible thing can be broken in two, each piece as valuable as the other, and as valuable as they were as a whole.
And what lies at the centre, needing the air, can breathe a new life.
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 A new life.